Have you got a cabinet full of old mugs in your kitchen? Some might have been souvenir mugs or maybe a gift or one that came free with your coffee machine. Well, here to show us how to revamp them and give them new life is upcycling expert Penelope Quinn. Welcome to the show. We've got some great ideas here. Where do we start?
Okay, so one of my favourite things to upcycle is jars because everyone has a jar in their kitchen, and I think it's one of those things that you can turn into almost anything. They're very versatile, so I've come up with an idea just using a bit of gold leaf to turn them into a candle holder, which makes a really lovely gift.
How fun.
If you haven't bought your mum anything for Mother's Day, this could be a really fun solution. So,
So how do you do it, though?
So, really easy. What we're going to do is we're going to coat one of these with a really thin layer of PVA glue. Now, you can get specialist gold leaf glue out there, and if I was doing something very fine like a photo frame or I wanted a really nice finish, I would use that glue, but for me, PVA works fine.
Okay.
So we're going to put on a nice thin layer of this. You can get quite messy with it because we want this nice dappled effect.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
So we're going to go all around like this.
Yep. Oh.
And then the fun bit is using this lovely gold leaf. If you are using it, make sure it's in a well-ventilated area. Not in a well-ventilated area because it's going to go everywhere.
Okay.
So we're going to get one of these pieces once you're finished doing that.
Yeah.
And simply pop it over the top. So you want to use the backing sheet.
Okay.
And
So where'd you
we're
get that
just
backing sheet from? Is that, does
So
that come with the gold leaf?
It comes with the gold leaf, and
Okay.
you can get this at most craft stores or you can order it
fab.
online as well.
Okay.
And
What do you do if you make a mistake?
there is no such thing as making a mistake with
Brilliant.
this. It's lovely. So it's great with kids. You can do it if you're a first-time crafter, which is really good fun. And it's so versatile. I use gold leaf on frames.
Quite sticky, isn't it, that gold leaf?
Yeah, the PVA makes it nice and sticky, and you want that. You want the glue to be nice and sticky. So it just goes on like this, and we want to let it dry. The thing with this craft is you need a little bit of patience to make sure that it's stuck down. No, me neither.
I've got a question for you.
Sure.
There are lots of $2 shops around these days. Why would you go to the trouble of upcycling a jar like this when you could go to a $2 shop and buy something?
Well, the thing with those $2 shops is they've come from a mass-produced factory. So we're running out of resources here, you know. Every time
And
we
room
produce something,
to
and
put
we're
rubbish.
and we're running out of room in our landfills as well. So the whole ethos around upcycling is the fact that we're using what we've already got because it's a more sustainable solution. Even recycling takes a lot of resources. So every time we reuse something and every time we have a think about what we can reuse before we throw it in the bin, we're doing the environment a favour. And we've got to start thinking about these things. We've got to start changing our mindset as consumers about how much we're producing and who produces that. So that's why I really started getting into upcycling, actually.
So what happens after you've put the gold leaf on?
We're going to let that dry for a little bit and we're going to move over to our jars. So I'm going to get everyone to put some gloves on, otherwise we're going to ruin our manicures.
Righty-ho.
So we just pop on these.
Yep.
And then this is a craft where you have to work quick. So that's one where you need some patience. This is one where you're going to work really, really quick with the nail polish. Now, I love nail polish.
Yep.
I love nail polish because we've all got nail polish in our jars, lying around that we don't use. And I actually find it a really versatile medium to use. So you don't have to do this with mugs. You could do it with jars. You could do it with almost anything that's ceramic.
Yep.
And one point I really want to make is nail polish, you don't want it to go in your mouth. So if you are doing a teapot or a mug, make sure you line the lip like this. So you're making
masking
sure.
tape. Yep.
So what we're going to do, you've probably, for anyone that's crafty out there or goes on Pinterest, you've probably seen it on Pinterest. It looks easy, but there's a few tricks to make it work the first time, which I'm going to show you now. So I am going to use a blue and a pink. Start with warm water, so that means that it won't dry. If you can, don't get fast dry nail polish because it's going to dry too quick. You want to get it very close to the surface of the water, so it's almost touching, otherwise it'll bead and go to the bottom. And we're going to go like this, really quickly.
That's fun.
Cool.
So much fun. And then we're going to get our skewer, move it around quickly.
Yeah.
And then,
Oh, wow.
Ange, if you'll do the honours,
Okay.
dip it in.
Any way I want.
Dip it in first, and then give it a bit of a roll round. Go this way.
Wow.
That's so cool.
It's so cool.
Amazing. Do you do it more
It's so
than
much
once or
fun.
just once?
As much as you like. So you've got a really nice effect there.
I have.
So that
created
is
art.
looking brilliant.
You're so
You have.
arty.
That looks fantastic.
So, how do you keep then the colour on the cup?
Well,
Will it
it's-
come off in the dishwasher?
So you want to put a sealant on afterwards, and you can
Okay,
buy these
great.
from craft shops, or I just hand wash mine. I probably wouldn't put that in the dishwasher, to
Okay.
be honest. I'd
Okay.
probably be a little bit gentle with it.
Sure.
Same with the teapot. And then to clean up,
Yep.
this is the fun bit.
Yep. Oh, wow.
Clever.
That
Yeah.
just comes out on the skewer.
Brilliant.
So
Brilliant.
that's your clean-up.
And back to these jars, do these need to be baked at all?
No,
No,
they
that's it,
don't.
that's it, it's done.
You probably want to put a sealant on that afterwards as well, but let's just have a little look to see if that's...
How come yours look
Dry?
prettier than mine?
Well, that's had a little more time to dry.
Okay.
So that's the thing. You know how I said you've got to be patient, and we're not very patient?
That old
So-
chestnut patience. Well, for more great upcycling ideas, you can head to craftygirllifehacks.com. Penelope, you're so clever. Thank you so much for dropping by.
Thank you for having me.